In this short video, we're just going to briefly look at the electrolysis of aluminium and how to go and answer questions that have something to do with the electrolysis of aluminium. The best way to use this video is to follow the link below and download the worksheet. Make sure that as you're watching the video, you're pausing it at key points and making notes. Have a go at filling out the shorter answer questions first, then have a go at the longer answer questions. So the first thing that we need to consider about the electrolysis of aluminium is actually what electrolysis is. And there are a few key points that we always need to consider. So electrolysis is a process in which an electrical supply from direct current supply breaks down electrolytes. The free moving ions in electrolytes are attracted to oppositely charged electrodes which are connected to the DC power supply. The negatively charged electrode in electrolysis is called the cathode. That is an important phrase to remember. Positively charged ions move towards it, right? Remember, opposites attract. The positively charged electrode in electrolysis is called an anode, and negatively charged ions move towards it. So, when we're thinking about the electrolysis of aluminium, it is a multi-stage process, and if you can go and break it down into lots of short stages, it's relatively simple to remember all of those stages and put them together after. So the extraction is done by electrolysis, but first aluminium oxide must be made molten so electricity can pass through it. So the first thing that we need to consider then is the fact that it's being made molten so the ions can move. So remember, electrolysis is the process of breaking up chemicals using electricity. Bauxite is the proper name for purified aluminium oxide. A mixture of cryolite is added to lower the melting point. So that's why cryolite is added, because it lowers the melting point, so it lowers the amount of energy that you have to put in. A positive and negative charged electrode is placed in. The aluminium gains a positive charge. So the aluminium will move towards the negative electrode. The oxygen gains a negative charge, so it moves towards the positive electrode. So if we look at a few of the questions, so what charge does the oxygen and aluminium ions gain? So the oxygen gains a negative charge, the aluminium gains a positive charge. The oxygen moves towards the positive electrode. Remember, the positive electrode is made out of graphite, so therefore the oxygen will react with it to form carbon dioxide, and it will cause the graphite anodes to slowly burn away, so they will have to be replaced. The aluminium will go and form a layer at the bottom, and every now and again that will go and be sucked off. The final thing that we need to think about when talking about electrolysis is the reactivity series. So the reactivity series shows how reactive different metals are in comparison to each other. If a metal is reacted with a more reactive metal, then it will displace the other ion on it. So the metal is produced at the cathode if it is less reactive than hydrogen. However, hydrogen is produced at the cathode if the metal is more reactive than hydrogen. But a simplified or part of the reactivity series is shown here. So why can aluminium not be extracted just by heating it with carbon? Well, it's because aluminium is more reactive than carbon. If we think about why aluminium should be recycled, it takes a lot of energy to go and make aluminium from scratch. So that's saving energy, which is saving cost. Also, producing it from scratch, you have to go and physically dig up more of the raw materials for aluminium. So you'd have to go and dig up more bauxite, which you won't have to do if you're recycling it.